Right, thank you once more. My name is Shigomana MD, a presenter in Shigomana video tutorials, and this is our video 2 arrays. Right, I'm going to give you example number 1. Now let me explain what is going to happen here. In this tutorial, we're going to declare a variable that will store 5 names in an array. The array name is going to be as name. We are going to use syntax 2, that is, we are going to declare and initialize. We are going to declare an array in a module level. We are going to display the contents of an array on a list box. The above will be achieved by using a for loop statement. Now let me repeat. We're going to store 5 names of students in an array. The array name is as name. We are going to use syntax number 2, declare and initialize. We are going to declare an array in a module level. We are going to display the contents of an array on a list box. The above will be achieved by using a for loop statement. Now in this video tutorial, we assume that you have mastered how to use a list box in your level 2. You have also mastered how to use a for loop statement in your level 2. Let's go and do it. Right, in our example here, I'm going to use an example that has been, the user interface has been done for you. What I want you to note is the names of the control. In other words, I'm trying to emphasize the point that every time when you are busy designing a program, you must make sure that you declare all, you name all your controls. Right, we have a list box here. Right, the list box name is lst name. I want you to write this down. We have this button here. This button is called btn display. Write it down. We have the clear button. It is named btn clear. We have the exit button. Is btn exit. Now what is going to happen here? Like I said, we are going to declare an array with 5 names, and then we are going to display this name. Now the next thing, I'm going to show you how to clear a list box, and then how to exit a program, which I believe you already know. Right, let us start by declaring a module level array. Right, I'm going to view and then code. Right, now I've already commented that I'm going to declare an array called sname. The array will be declared explicitly. In other words, we are going to declare and initialize the variables. In other words, at the same time we declare, we're going to initialize the variables. Right, let us go and declare. Because it's module level, I'm going to say private sname, open brackets, close brackets, string, assignment operator, open curly bracket, close curly bracket. Right, I'm going to enter the first name is David. It must be in quotes because it is a string. Alright, we have Eric. Right, we have John. We've got Pauline. I said 5 names. We have George. Right, these are the elements in our array. So it's element number 0, element number 1, element number 2, 3, 4. In other words, the highest subscript here, it's 4. But we have 5 elements. I want you to note this. We have element number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, which means our highest subscript here is 4, but the length of our array is 5. Let me repeat this. Our lowest subscript is 0 and our highest subscript is 4, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. That is the length of this array. In other words, array S name has the length 5. Right, now let us go to our btn display. Now in our btn display, what we are going to do, we are going to display the contents of an array, and this is going to be achieved by using the for loop statement. If you haven't mastered the for loop statement, therefore you have to revise your level 2 work, because that is going to be very, very important in arrays. Right, it's for I as integer, right, which one is our lowest subscript? It's 0. Right, we're going to cycle up to s names dot length -1. Why are we saying -1? We're saying -1 because remember, we have to cycle through s names from the lowest subscript to the highest subscript, and our the highest subscript is 4. Now in order to get 4, we say s names dot length, and our length is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. Let me repeat this. We're going to start cycling from element number 0, which is David, and to element number 4, which is George. So how do we achieve that? We say s names dot length. Now the length of this array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 minus 1, which is 4. It gives us the highest subscript. Right, we're going to write s names. Remember, in one of our slides, I've shown you how to store items in a one-dimensional array. Right, this is going to be s names I, right, equals to value. I'm sorry about this. It's going to be lst names, right, name dot items dot add into s names, right, counter variable, right, like that. Now I'm going to show you again a slide that indicates how do we store items in an array. Right, let me go and show you. Right, can you see? We have array name into subscript, assignment operator, value. This is how we store arrays in an items in an array. It's array name into subscript, assignment operator, value. Right, what is going to happen here is that we are going to use the method list names dot items dot add. We're going to use the add method in order to add items into a list box. Right, now how to store items in an array? Remember, I said we must have the array name. Now this is going to give us the value. Right, in other words, round number 1, what is going to happen is in a list box we are going to add item s names into I. Now what will be the value of I in round number 1? The value of I here will be 0, which means we are going to pick David. Then we go to round number 2. When we go to round number 2, the value of I will be 1. Therefore, S names into 1. Then 0, 1. We're going to pick Eric. Now the loop is going to loop until it reaches to George. Right? There is it. Right. Now let us go and clear the list items. lst name dot items dot clear. Now this statement is going to clear the list box. In other words, we use the clear method in order, the items clear method in order to clear the items in a list box. Right, to close the program is me dot text. It's me dot I'm sorry, this is an oversight. It's me dot close. Right, we have closed the program. Now let us go and run our program and see what is going to happen. Right, it's display clear, display clear, display clear, exit.